Hello to all my knights and queens of the world. You already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another phenomenal video. And my topic today is gonna be about basically taking care of yourself. So that's what I mean about. Oh, my apologies. But my topic is today about taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, growing yourself, making sure that you are good. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be good to go in order to be a blessing to other people. You know what I'm saying? You have to demonstrate that you love yourself by taking care of yourself. Make sure you take care of your health and your mindset, the things you do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Nurturing all that you are. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you have to make time for yourself so you can grow within yourself, so you can grow within God, to understand your journey, to understand your goals and dreams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people get so caught up in life and try to do so much just so they don't have to deal with that, within themselves, with the care, taking care of themselves. You get what I'm saying? They make excuses, but it's like, but don't you love yourself? Like that, those are the big questions, because it's like if you love yourself, then your action would dictate that. But if you don't really love yourself or take care of yourself, that also demonstrates through your actions as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. You have to take care of yourself. You have to really make a conscious effort to really include yourself in your own life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to make sure you are good to go, because if you're unstable, or if you're like hurting, or if you're not in a good state of mind, you can be no good to yourself or to other people. You get what I'm saying? It's like someone who has the flu or is sick, and you expect them to go to the store and back and do all this, that, and a third. Like, it's just you can't, because you just don't feel well. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take conscious effort, because the more you prolong, the harder it might be to start. You know what I'm saying? Because in the meantime, you're not paying attention or taking care of yourself. You are developing all these habits and routines, and the longer you're doing, the harder they are to break. So this is what I mean, making conscious effort now to take care of yourself, to really, and what I mean by that too is like, not only physical but spiritual. Make sure you're spiritual grounded, mental. Make sure you're feeding your mind, taking care of your mind. Make sure you're getting proper rest. Make sure you're eating the right foods. Make sure you're hanging around the right people. Making sure you're nourishing your goals and your dreams and your desires, and you're taking healthy action behind those things. You know what I'm saying? Because I have my protein shake. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's a protein from like my business. So it's a protein that I drink, and it's very healthy. It's tasting. It comes in vanilla chocolate. It comes vanilla chocolate. It comes plant protein, vegetable protein, and I think fruits concentrated, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just powder. So you have to make sure you take care of yourself, because the more you take care of yourself, the healthier you become. The more you will grow. Not only like health wise, but more like in your body. The more you feel better, happier. When you begin to feed the proper things to your body, your body becomes the product of what you eat, or what you feed your mind, or what you entertain. You become that. You get what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be very cautious in the things that you do on a daily basis. And this is what I mean. You have to take care of yourself. You have to really take care of yourself and never feel guilty, because you choose to put yourself first. Because you choose to take care of yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people don't do necessary things to take care of themselves, because they feel like they're being selfish. But it's like, if people are expecting for you to sacrifice your life and your health for them, they're the one being selfish, and they're the one being fair. And that's a big red flag in that kind of relationship. You get what I'm saying? You have to know when someone is like being manipulative, and when someone just want to use you and doesn't really care about your well-being. They do not deserve your attention. They deserve your prayer, but they do not deserve your attention anymore. You gotta back off. And that's what I mean about taking care of yourself also. Knowing what you're entertaining, what you're putting in your body on a consistent basis. You get what I'm saying? Because just like if you want to build your body, you do the right you eat the right foods, you get on the right diet, you do the right workout, you make sure you're on it every day. Well, I can not every day, but like 4 times out of the week or 3 times a week, however people work out, to really gain that new identity, because that's a lifestyle. It's not a one-time thing. It's a forever type of thing, because it has so many benefits for you working out and taking care of yourself. Same thing for your one temple, your one body. You have to take care of yourself. You have to show yourself that you love yourself and you appreciate the life God gave you by when you do these things. You get what I'm saying? And it's okay for you to take your time to really make sure you good, like, and you can be honest too. Like, listen, like, I'm just really just focusing on myself and my growth, so I really don't have time at this present moment to entertain people who are refusing to come correct, because it's like this: if they cannot add, they most certainly would not take from your life. And that's a priority that we have to make that known to all the way around the board, no matter who you're dealing with, who you're working with. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a price to have you, and there's a cost to lose you. And that's just period. You know what I'm telling you? So that's what I mean. You have to take care of yourself in all areas of your life, so you can begin to grow and blossom and really get to know yourself. I feel like we're really neglecting such an important part, because it's like you have a future self, right? So depending on what you're doing now, currently, will dictate the person you will meet in the future. Do you want to meet a better version of yourself when you get there, or do you want to meet your demise when you get there? And it may sound like critical, because it is. This is what I mean. You have to take care of yourself. You have to do it now. You have to start doing little things every day that will build up to bigger things. It's a compound effect. Whatever you do for 10 years, it's going to show. So you have to take conscious efforts to really, and you gotta stop letting your emotion to dictate your action taking, because you might feel like, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to keep growing my business, but if you do that, then you end up losing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't allow your emotion to basically override your self-discipline, because you have to have that mindset like, okay, I'm gonna continue to work on myself, my mindset, my business, my whatever it is, until I accomplish that goal, and then continue on top of that. It's like an identity thing. It's like something that you're gonna do long term forever, because you have to make yourself a priority as well. It doesn't make sense, because it doesn't make sense for you to keep sacrificing all that you are when there's so much that God has for you to experience and live. But if you keep entertaining the wrong things, then you're basically suffocating yourself. You get what I'm saying? You ever feel like there's people who feel like they're running in circles and they really don't know why? Well, that is your why. You keep saturating all that you are in the wrong things, in the wrong direction. You have to really narrow down things that are important to you and that which one in your life, and direct your all into those things. You get what I'm saying? You have to do things consistently every day in and day out. And that might get boring, that might get tedious, that might get tiresome, because you know what it is with the human body. It's like when you start something new, you have this emotional high. Like, I'm doing something new, it's exciting, it's fun. But what they don't teach you is, like, you hit the peak, then you go back to, like, it becomes a normal routine, so there's no more excitement. That's where self-discipline kicks in, because it keeps you loyal to that commitment. Because you have to remember, you have to constantly tell yourself, I'm doing this for my betterment, I'm doing this for my improvement, I'm doing this for my growth. If you want to have the life of your dreams, you have to become diligent in taking care of yourself in those things, because without you, those things would not exist. You understand what I'm telling you? And since God made you and He loves you, He has greater things ahead. So that's why you have to really narrow down and buckle down and back up, so you can really begin to look around and find clarity to where you want to take action towards. You get what I'm saying? So you have to take care of yourself first in order for you to truly live the beautiful life that God has for you and the life of your dreams. You get what I'm saying? And I understand it might be hard, because a lot of these things that I'm talking about, you haven't been taught. They have taught you things to keep you small and little and inferior and just not doing incredible things. And then that's why when you see people who really didn't listen to all that buffoonery, you see them living greatness. But it started with a habit. It started with a routine. It started being disciplined. It started now. It didn't start like, they didn't wake up and was like, oh, no. You have to continue to redefine and define all these things in your life, so you can become better and grow and blossom. There's always room for improvement and growth. And it's exciting, so that's what I mean. Like, when you start anything new, you're going to have this, you go up and it's going to be high, exciting, and then you're going to come down, and that's where it messes people up, because they're like, oh, it doesn't give me that boost, it doesn't give me that excitement anymore, that high, that what you're looking for. But once you hit that middle ground, you have to stay dedicated and determined and disciplined, because it's long-term gain. not short-term pleasure. Long-term gain, not short-term pleasure. Remember that. So this is what I mean. Everything comes to when you start taking care of yourself, making sure your house. That's what they mean by having your house in order. You know that you are setting these things up, because you can't just keep living your life all willy nilly and then want to be upset at the world because you didn't do your due diligence to set yourself up properly so you can live the life of your dreams. That's nobody's fault. That's yours. You have to take responsibility for your life. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I had to say. But I thank you so much for coming to my channel, watching my videos. Like I say in all my videos, I love you. God bless you. I thank you. Comment, like, and subscribe. You already know we're taking the world by storm. And, you know, we're here. We're going to help each other, be different from one another. We're going to grow and blossom and become the beautiful person God created us to be. But until my next video, peace.